Otro video más, mi gente. We're back once again in Madivus. Second video. Another yapping sesh. Um, yeah, just having fun, I guess. I do plan. I need to go to the gym because I'm just realizing, like, well, not realizing. I already knew this, but it's hitting me. It's hitting me that time is, catching up to me, and I'm not getting that physique that I want, that I've always wanted. So it's catching up to me, definitely. So I'm actually, when I finish this video, I'm gonna go to the gym real quick just to hit something, just to go to get that mentality. I usually rather go right after I wake up. That's the time that it worked the most for me, was when I woke up and I went immediately to it, because it felt like, because when you wake up, or at least for me, when I had to go to work or school in the morning, let's say, I would wake up like 30 minutes before. I will get quickly, like, ready very quickly, and I'll go. Oh, that was really loud. Oops. And I'll go. So if I do the same thing, when I used to do the same thing for the gym, like, I would wake up, when I used to work in the afternoon, so I would wake up like around 10 a.m., 9:30, and I would just get ready real quick, 10 minutes, I'll get in the car, I go to the gym, 10 a.m. And that was amazing. It's the best thing to do. If I leave the gym or anything else to do after I wake up, after a little bit, like 2 hours or so, like, I leave it. I don't put I guess I don't put a time on it. That also helps. If I put a time, I say when I'm gonna do it, then that also affects. Anyhow, definitely want to go to the gym, but walking, it's good. It's a lot of things I want to implement in my life, and if anyone watching this is going through the same thing, it's the same as me, who wants to do everything. It has, like, you want to start reading, you want to start going to the gym, you want to start taking walks, you want to start meditating, you want to start stretching or yoga or something like that, or you want to start journaling, writing, you want to start a lot of things. You want to start learning a new language, you want to start learning how to dance a certain, that's what I'm doing also. So, and then it's not necessarily that you don't find the time, it's you don't know how to organize it to do all those things, which it will never happen. You will never find the time, or you will never be able to really give enough time to all those things. You really have to, unfortunately, just pick and choose the main ones and focus on those, and then once you get the habit going for those, you're good to go, and you can add something else. But even then, you won't be able to add everything, let's say, in a week. Like, that's why also I go against. Well, I'll go against. I don't see myself working 40 hours. I do not see myself working 40. It's just, damn, it's too much time. Like, there's time to do things. Obviously, I'm working 40 hours in school, so obviously, yeah, the time is a little more lacking. But either way, like, even if I wasn't in school, like, damn, I want to have my free time, and I want to have, it's like, I want a little more freedom. But that'll come later. Right now, we just focus. Honestly, I don't even know what to focus on, really. It's just, I'm just going about life, really. I'm just going about life. A week after that Thursday that I made the video that I went to school, that I said I had that little adventure, I did it again, basically similarly. I went to Taco Bell, and windows down with the music, and that was good. And instead of walking around UCF, like, let's say I walk in this direction, I walk the opposite direction. We was, just to switch it up things a little bit. We are taking risk here. I went the opposite direction. It was pretty fun too. It was pretty, a different perspective on life. I did do something different the second time, because I noticed while I was going walking, I was like, this is about the same thing. Even though I'm going the opposite direction, something different. It's about the same thing. Let me switch it up a little. I knew I was going to be talking about to anyone while I was going around, like, at least that time, the second time that I was going around UCF. So I was like, okay, well, let me add something different. I'm going to record myself. And here's some clips. I'm going to put some clips of me. So he's walking and doing the same as last week. There's anyone behind me, a little far away, so I'm chilling. Just kind of doing the same thing, just walking. And right now I'm just recording myself to, again, practice my speech, my talkative skills and whatnot. You're sitting down on a bench that probably no one has sat on in years, because it's such an awkward place. That guy walked by, looked at me weird. I just chilling. Did I pause it? No, I didn't. So So yeah, just walking, and pretty much what I'm doing. Pretty much what I'm doing is trying to get out of my comfort zone. Kind of similar to how I did it, and how I did it by, pulling the windows down and putting on some music. I went and, just, this is hard. So right now I'm in the back rooms, and I'm just kidding. So I got into a building to get a little fresh air, as in cold air. And from the last clip, you probably saw that I really could not do it. And like, I had people walking by next to me, and I could not do it for the life of me. I could not talk out loud. And yeah, just simply getting out of my comfort zone, doing just random things. I'm literally just doing every random thing I could think of, except talking to females. That's not happening. But at least I am just living it, Where the fuck is the men's bathroom? Anyhow, I think I'm gonna keep on the walk, otherwise I'm gonna be late for class. But I'm really trying to find the men's bathroom. That'd be nice. If anything, I should go inside another building. Alright. Anyhow, see y'all later. Just getting out of my comfort zone, because I wouldn't do that ever. I wouldn't record myself in public. And I do say, it's similar to you seeing those people who are on a phone call on speaker. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. Like, they were literally letting know, like, aren't you afraid of, like, everyone can hear what you're saying or what the other person is saying. It really just, and even then, it's just out of, like, I feel like out of respect to everyone around you. Like, they don't want to hear it on your business, And so I would never do that. I would never put a phone call on speaker, or at least if it's on speaker, like, I'll put it maybe like close to me or like nearby me, that if you have to be certain distance of me to kind of properly hear what the other person is saying or what I'm saying. So it is something I feel like in a lower level, on a lower tier. It was me recording myself in public and just, talking to myself in public. It felt it was definitely pushing my limits there. I could do it barely. I bet I did it for like a couple seconds. I couldn't really do it. Because you feel the people looking at you, like, they look at you like, what the fuck? Well, I don't go what the fuck, but they definitely, like, I guess nowadays it's a little more normal. But either way, I didn't really, wasn't my thing. But I did either way. Because again, going back to, I don't know what to do with this YouTube channel, like what to put out there. So I don't know what kind of content I'm going to be putting out there. I'm not really that social person. I consider myself mostly introverted, or I just not that social, but I do like to push my limits. But I wouldn't want to dedicate, I would want YouTube to obviously eventually make myself money, make money. But so it wouldn't matter if what I like, if I enjoy, I love what I'm doing, if it makes me money, if it makes me good money. But at the same time, I do want to make it something that I'm comfortable doing for a good amount of time, for a really good amount of time, that I have fun. Essentially, I have fun doing it. It is fun, though. It is fun to get out of your comfort zone. Don't get me wrong. But to do it repeatedly, I don't know about that. But it's definitely fun. It's definitely fun to do things. To do things while you're afraid, and whatever result they come out with, it's still fun. I don't know how to explain it, unless it's very few scenarios. But when you do things you're afraid of, but you did, the fact that you did it, like, you tell yourself, like, damn, I did that. I actually did that. It feels really great. So I may still do it. My goal was to be a gamer, YouTuber, but I don't want to be specifically on Minecraft. I like Minecraft, but by seasons, like, I could last about a month of a Minecraft world, but I wouldn't want to make my channel just Minecraft. And I also wouldn't want to make my channel just gaming, but I could. That was initially the goal. I definitely could. But I don't know, like, I had like an awakening, I guess so, where I realized, like, man, the world, like, I do like playing games, but not even like that. Like, I don't even know what my passion is, really, to be honest. I like playing games, but not even like that. I could play for about like 4 hours or so, and I get tired. I mainly play like solo games, and those I could hit about 6 hours playing, honestly. But even then, I take a little breaks in between. I enjoy games. I like anything, but I don't know. It's not really that passionate. Let's say a Friday night or Saturday night, like, and I chose to stay home and watch YouTube videos or play games. I felt like that's what I want to do. That's, I usually told myself, that's the way I want to live life. If that's what you enjoy, you should do that. But then eventually I thought, like, man, I mean, even though going out or whatever, it has its pros and cons, like anything. Like, maybe you don't enjoy the people you go out with, the places you go, but genuinely you make that experience be good. It's up to you how you view. It's literally your perspective, how you view things, or how you react to those things that make them be what they are. Like, a good situation, how you react to it, it could make it a bad situation. You can make it a non-enjoyable situation or an experience. So it's really up to you. And not only that, I feel like there's also this thought of maybe in the future, the same in the future, or I'm with anyone, and we're talking, and it's cool to sometimes say stories of what you lived. Imagine you're, oh, Martin, say a story of what you've done or something fun you've lived through. And I go, oh, yeah, I was in this game, and, think about it. Like, I was playing this video game. Sure, there may be some funny, really stories, but it's not considered living. I mean, think about it. Like, living is just experiencing things with people outside, or that's what living is, really. I mean, so I would love to show that on my YouTube video. I would like to reflect that on my YouTube channel. Like, obviously I want to play games, but I also want to live, Don't get me wrong, every day you're living, the mentality, every day you're living, and it's the mentality that you have, really. It's all about that. The power of the mind. The power of the mind is insane. There's this conspiracy, not a conspiracy theory, but like it's a theory of how you view the world, but essentially you don't know anything is true or anything is real, if anything, because just like you experience things with senses, like your sight, the smell, the taste, the hearing, that's how you experience things. That's how your brain processes reality, and that's how you view it. So it's up to your brain. So what if nothing is real and it's just your brain making that up, or whatever? So what I'm trying to get to, what I'm trying to say is that it's your brain who interprets reality. It's your brain who understands what's going on. Who it's the main processor. It's the CPU of your body, basically. It's a graphics card. It's everything. Honestly, it's many of the main components of a computer. It's your brain, really. Let's just say that. Manifestation. I feel like you have to be precise. You have to be precise, and you have to be realistic. You have to be. It's just the way it has to go. So visualization is the best thing. So I'll visualize myself. I will say in a realistic timeline. I was saying about a year from now, or April. Let's say in my birthday of next year, 2026. I'll be 23 years old. 23 years old is a good age, and let me tell you what. 23 years old is the age Spider-Man was in the game of 2018. He was 23 years old. That beautiful. That was one of my favorite games. So you know what? At 23 years old, on my birthday, by then, right? By then, when I get to my 23 years old, I'm already going to be, so that's going to be what? 2026. 2026. I'm going to still be in school. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to have at least 50,000 subscribers. That's okay. That's realistic. I don't know about that. It's hopeful. It's hopeful. But let's just manifest it. Obviously, manifestation means nothing without action. So it begs the question: is it really manifestation, or is it you just making it happen? Right. Yes. But you need to take action. You need to take some sort of action. Because essentially what you're praying for, or what you're manifesting for the opportunity or for the luck. I guess for the things you cannot control. So essentially, I cannot control whether people see my content or, or whatever for the luck thing to hit, That's essentially what I'm manifesting that will help me, but I need to take action on it. I need to actually have a funny story of manifestation. I'm gonna say it right now. Should I say it right now? Okay, I'm gonna say it right now since I'm on the topic of. So I used to play this game on Roblox. it was based about One Piece, and One Piece has this power system, or this thing they get their abilities are fruits. So they have this devil fruits, they call them. So you eat it and you get the power, you get an ability essentially. So the game had implemented that. You get fruits and that. But the way to get fruits, or the rarity, there were 3 or 4 rarities. I don't know. It was common, rare, epic, and legendary. I wanted a specific legendary fruit. It was the fire one. The way to obtain that fruit, the way to obtain fruits in general, it was a process that took me 40 minutes to get a fruit. And the chances of me getting a legendary fruit were 8%, I think it was. 8% of me getting a legendary fruit. So out of about 10 times, once out of 10 times, or a little less actually, I would get a fruit. Oh, never mind. What am I saying? No, I would get a legendary fruit. So it would take me 40 minutes times 10. So it would take me roughly about 8 hours to just get a legendary fruit. That's by odds. That's what the odds were. It could take me 20 tries, and that's essentially kind of like what happened. It took me so much time to get a legendary fruit. And not only that was the percentage to get a legendary fruit in general. But to get the legendary fruit that I wanted was essentially at 1%. 1%. So it was me taking 40 minutes to get a fruit, which had a 1% on me getting the fruit that I wanted. It's been like about a week just saying, like, every day, like, I'm gonna get this fruit. I was in specific. I was saying even like on Friday, I'm gonna get this fruit. I'm gonna get it. I already see myself playing with it. It's gonna be so fun. I just kept saying that to in my head, out loud, and everything. Comes Friday, it's 10:20 p.m. and I already did like 3, and it's exhausting. It was 40 minutes. It was super boring to get a fruit. The process was boring. And I was like, I think I'm gonna go to sleep. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna just do one more. I did one more, and you won't believe what happened. I got the fruit. I got the one that I wanted exactly. That's the thing with manifestation. I manifested the luck, I guess. The manifestation helped me with the luck size of things. So I put in the work. I put in the 40 minutes every time to get a fruit. And when the odds were in my favor and I got a legendary fruit, the manifestation, the luck size of it helped me get the one I was looking for. So it's essentially how manifestation works, or praying works. You have to put in the work, and the luck size of things, hopefully, it should be, if you manifested it and whatever, it will happen. So yeah, that's it. And I did say that today, actually, it's the last class of salsa for the semester. I'm going to a class of salsa. So salsa classes, sorry. And it's the last one for the semester. I'm feeling good. At this point, I'm level 3, basically, or level 2.2, something like that. No, 2.1. So which is level 3. It's just third level, okay? Just don't worry about it. Level 3. Really good, really feeling good. Last class, whatever, and on summer I'm back on it. We will be back on it. So that's good. Getting all the things, and what's up? Okay, so we are still on the same day. As you can see, I'm dressed up, dripped out. So I came back from the salsa classes. As I said, it's the last day of the salsa classes. And okay, I just making sure I'm recording the audio. And it was horrendous. Okay, no, it wasn't bad. It basically. So they have this, when they had the classes on a normal day, on every single weekly class from before, they would have the class, and they would have an hour or so of social, of just no classes, just music, and you dance with whoever. So I came to this last class expecting a class, and then the normal thing, the social, that comes after. I had told my roommate, bro, first class, the last class is gonna be his first class, but whatever. I taught him like the first basics, or the things that he needs to know for him to skip that level. So he goes he goes immediately to the second level. Whatever, that was the plan. And I was on level 3. That was the plan. So we go on there. I go in there first because I already had class from before. I go on there, and I'm just waiting for the doors to open, and they go, well, today there's no class, just social, for the full hour. Well, it is what it is. It's fine. You gotta also put into perspective. To the level that I was at, I did know a decent amount of moves, and I guess 3 moves that you could do with a partner, so it was enough. But I wanted to do the thing I wanted to do the most was the circle. The last thing I was on the level that I was at. You do basically a circle and like you rotate partners and whatever. It's pretty fun. Is the last thing I wanted to practice that more. So that's what I was trying to go to class for. And I was like, damn. And especially because I had my roommate that he was not gonna be doing anything because he did not know. He knew like the basics of the basics. So I was like, ah. So we ended up leaving. Like, we ended up deciding to leave like within like the first 5 minutes. But we encountered some guys. I'm like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Just wasted 10 minutes of me standing up and being like, okay, just looking at people dancing. Like, damn. I just left. Enough of the jab session. I'll see you when I see you, I guess.